Commander Ryan stood at the entrance of the Galactic Council chamber. The hall was enormous, shaped like a giant circle, with high ceilings that glowed with soft light. Alien delegates filled the seats around the chamber. Each species had its own colors, shapes, and sizes. Some were tall with long limbs. Others were small and quick. Many had features that humans had never seen before. Ryan adjusted his uniform. He looked calm, but inside he felt a mixture of excitement and tension. He knew that this moment could change everything for humanity. The humans had been invited to join the council as observers. They were expected to listen, learn, and possibly contribute. Most council members believed humans were weak. They had little experience with interstellar politics. Many thought humans could not survive in serious galactic conflicts. Ambassador Nira, a woman of calm presence and sharp mind, walked beside Ryan. She smiled slightly. "Remember, they underestimate us. That is our advantage," she said softly. Ryan nodded. He had learned long ago that patience and strategy often mattered more than brute strength. As they moved forward, whispers spread through the chamber. Many delegates were curious. Some were amused. A few were openly skeptical. A large reptilian delegate with green scales turned his head. "Look at them. Small and fragile," he hissed. Another, a blue-feathered alien, chuckled quietly. The council hall was full of opinions, but humans ignored them. They had a mission to complete. The council leader, a being called Varnoke, rose from his dais. His voice was deep and echoed across the chamber. "Delegates of Earth, welcome to the Galactic Council. We hope your visit will bring understanding and cooperation." Ryan stepped forward and bowed slightly. "Thank you, Council Leader Varnoke. I am Commander Ryan, and this is Ambassador Nira. Humanity comes with respect and willingness to contribute to peace and stability in the galaxy." A few delegates exchanged looks. Some were polite, while others were clearly unconvinced. An insectoid delegate with sharp mandibles named Kavarn raised a question. "Peace? Your species has been confined to one small planet. What can humans offer the galaxy?" Ryan took a steady breath. He did not reply immediately. He had expected questions like this. He looked around the hall and then back at Kavarn. "Humans may be small in number, but we are strong in innovation and courage. We adapt quickly. We learn from every challenge. We have survived much on our own world and built technology that can protect us and others. We do not come seeking dominance. We come to help." Some delegates murmured. A few were impressed. Others remained skeptical. Kavarn clicked his mandibles in annoyance. He clearly wanted to see proof rather than hear words. Nira stepped forward calmly. "We understand your doubts. In time, we hope to show that humans are more capable than they appear. Today, we are here to listen, to understand, and to offer solutions when needed." Her voice was steady and confident. Ryan noticed that several younger delegates, those who had not been part of the council for long, watched the humans closely. Their expressions were curious and open. They whispered quietly among themselves, clearly intrigued by the humans' calm presence. The council began formal discussions about new trade routes and security agreements. Humans mostly observed, taking notes and learning the political landscape. They noticed alliances forming quickly. Some species tried to dominate conversations, while others worked quietly to find compromise. Ryan and Nira stayed patient. They knew that the time for humans to act had not yet come. The council underestimated them. That would change soon. Outside the chamber, massive windows showed a view of nearby planets and distant stars. Humans had traveled far to reach this place. Every step of their journey had been planned with care. They had studied council protocols, languages, and cultures. Nothing had been left to chance. As the discussions continued, Kavarn kept an eye on the humans. He did not trust them. We will see if their words match their strength, he said quietly to a nearby delegate. The challenge hung in the air. Ryan noticed the tension but said nothing. He knew patience and preparation would speak louder than words. The first day at the council passed with no major events. Delegates debated trade, resources, and defense strategies. Humans listened, asked questions, and offered suggestions carefully. They were quiet, but not invisible. Observers noted their intelligence and calm behavior. Some began to wonder if humans were more capable than anyone had expected. At the end of the day, Ryan and Nira returned to their ship. They prepared for the next steps. The humans had a secret weapon, technology that the galaxy had never seen. The Mark III battle armor waited quietly in the ship, ready to be revealed when the time was right. Ryan looked at the stars outside the window. "Tomorrow, we show them who we really are," he said. Nira nodded. The real test was about to begin. Humans had arrived as quiet observers, but soon the galaxy would see their true power. The next morning, the Galactic Council chamber was alive with activity. Delegates moved quickly to their seats, discussing strategies, resources, and new alliances. Humans entered quietly, as they had on the previous day. Their presence was small, but it drew attention. Some species looked at them with curiosity, others with doubt, and a few with barely hidden amusement. Commander Ryan and Ambassador Nero walked down the central aisle, keeping calm expressions. The council's reptilian members, including Kavarn, observed them with suspicion. His long, scaled tail curled around the edge of his chair. "I still do not understand why humans were invited," he said to a nearby delegate, his voice low and sharp. "They have no experience beyond their small world." Nira smiled politely but did not respond. She knew that words alone would not change opinions. Humans had prepared for this challenge. Their secret lay not in arguments but in action and technology. The council began the day with a discussion on defense protocols. Some species argued loudly about how to protect trade routes and neutral planets. Humans listened carefully, taking note of the strategies, weaknesses, and priorities of each species. Their quiet attention drew a few glances from delegates who were not used to observers paying close attention. Kavarn finally spoke, his mandibles clicking sharply. "If humans are to be part of this council, we must know their abilities. Words are meaningless. We require proof." His voice carried authority and challenge. A few delegates nodded in agreement. Ryan stepped forward calmly. "We understand your concerns. Humans do not seek dominance. We are small, yes, but we are capable of innovation, adaptation, and defense. We will demonstrate what we can do, but first, we wish to understand the Council's strategies and needs." His voice was steady. There was no aggression, only confidence. A murmur ran through the chamber. Some delegates were curious, some skeptical. The insectoid species and the reptilian delegates exchanged looks. They were clearly surprised by the human composure. Usually, smaller species reacted nervously under pressure. These humans did not. The discussion continued, and humans began to ask questions. They asked about fleet coordination, defense technology, and energy shields. Their questions were simple but precise. They showed intelligence, focus, and a willingness to learn. Some younger delegates whispered to each other. "They are listening carefully. That is unusual." Kavarn could not hide his irritation. "Listening is not enough. Action is needed. How can we trust humans to protect the galaxy?" He leaned forward. "Your planet has never faced real interstellar threats. What makes you think you are ready?" Ryan looked directly at Kavarn. "We have survived many challenges on our own planet. We have built technology that can match, and even surpass, what many larger species have. We have studied your fleets, your weapons, and your strategies. When the time comes, we will show our capabilities." His words were calm, but they carried weight. Some delegates were impressed. Others remained doubtful. The council had seen many species claim strength, only to fail in tests. Humans had made no threat, only a statement of readiness. Nira stepped forward. We wish to cooperate, to share knowledge, and to defend when needed. Humans do not come seeking power. We come to ensure stability and safety. If the council doubts our readiness, we will demonstrate our abilities in a controlled environment. Kavarn's antennae twitched. A controlled demonstration, he said. We shall see if your claims are true. He was still wary but agreed to allow the humans a small test. Ryan and Nira returned to their ship. The Mark III battle armor waited, silent and powerful. The armor had been developed in secret for decades. It was strong, adaptive, and advanced beyond anything known to the Council. Its weapons were precise and defensive systems nearly perfect. Humans had hidden it until now, knowing that the galaxy was not ready for their full strength. Inside the ship, Ryan checked the armor systems. Lights glowed softly, energy shields hummed, and mechanical joints flexed smoothly. Tomorrow, we show them, he said. Nira nodded. Not to threaten, but to prove that humans can protect. That is enough. Outside the chamber, the stars shone brightly. Delegates continued their debates, unaware that a small team of humans prepared quietly for the demonstration that could change the council's opinion forever. The tension in the council grew. Some species feared that humans might be too strong. Others were curious and hopeful. The whispers and doubts had shifted slightly. Now, humans were no longer invisible. They were noticed, and the council was waiting to see what they could truly do. As the sun of the nearby star rose over the planets, humans continued their preparation. Commander Ryan and Ambassador Nira knew the test was coming. They had patience, strategy, and the most advanced technology ever created on Earth. The galaxy had underestimated humans. Soon, it would learn that their quiet presence hid extraordinary power. The council slept that night with questions in their minds. What could humans do? Could they truly defend the galaxy? And what secrets had humanity kept for so long? Humans rested as well, calm and ready. They had planned for every challenge. Tomorrow, the true story of humanity would begin. The morning sun glimmered over the council chamber, reflecting off the polished floors. Delegates filed in, their chatter filling the air with tension and curiosity. Humans walked quietly to the center of the hall. Their calm presence drew immediate attention. Whispers passed from one delegate to another. Everyone sensed that something unusual was about to happen. Commander Ryan stepped forward and raised his hand slightly. Today, we wish to demonstrate our readiness, he said clearly. His voice carried across the chamber. Delegates leaned forward, unsure what the humans intended. Kavarn's mandibles clicked sharply. Finally. Let us see if your claims have any truth, he said. Ryan nodded to his team. They took positions in a small, open area prepared for the demonstration. Ambassador Nira stood beside him, her face calm and confident. We do not come to threaten, she said. We only wish to show that humans are prepared to defend and to assist when necessary. Suddenly, the human robes and uniforms began to shift. Lights appeared along the seams of their suits. Metal plating extended smoothly over their bodies, forming shapes that were both strong and flexible. Energy shields hummed quietly, wrapping each human in a protective aura. The council gasped. The humans were no longer simple observers. They were clad in the Mark III battle armor, a secret humans had perfected in private for decades. The armor's design was sleek and efficient. Each piece fit perfectly, moving with the wearer. Small, glowing panels indicated energy reserves and weapon systems. The armor was adaptive. It could withstand extreme temperatures, powerful energy blasts, and even physical impacts that would crush ordinary beings. The council stared, silent and shocked. K'Varn's eyes widened. Impossible, he whispered. How did they hide this from us? His antennae twitched nervously. Other delegates were equally astonished. Many had assumed humans were weak and vulnerable. Now, they stood in armored warriors who could easily rival their own forces. Ryan activated a small drone from the side of his armor. It hovered silently, scanning the room and projecting a simulation of threats. With precise movements, Ryan and his team coordinated, deflecting attacks, neutralizing targets, and moving with remarkable speed and accuracy. The armor responded instantly, absorbing impacts and adapting defenses. Ambassador Nira spoke, her voice calm and steady. This is the Mark III battle armor. It was developed not for conquest but for protection. We have kept it secret to ensure it could serve as a shield for humanity and its allies. It is capable of defending against almost any known threat. Gasps and murmurs filled the chamber. Delegates whispered among themselves. Some were impressed, some cautious, and others clearly nervous. The small humans had revealed a strength that few had expected. Their calm demeanor, combined with the advanced technology, challenged every assumption the Council had made about Earth. K'Varn stepped forward, studying the armor. You have strength and cleverness. But strength alone does not make a species worthy of the Council. How do we know you will use this responsibly? Ryan looked at him without fear. We value freedom, life, and cooperation. This armor is a tool to protect, not to dominate. Humans believe in using strength wisely. Our purpose is to defend, to prevent war, and to assist allies in need. A few younger delegates, including the bird-like Firian species, stepped closer, curious and impressed. They watched as the humans moved with skill, demonstrating both offense and defense in a controlled simulation. The humans' movements were precise, intelligent, and careful. It was clear that they had trained for every situation. The council leader, Varnoak, cleared his throat. This demonstration has changed the perception of humanity. You have shown power, skill, and control. Yet, power must always be paired with wisdom. He turned to the council. We must consider this carefully. Humans may be small in number, but their technology and composure are remarkable. Ryan deactivated the simulation and lowered his hand. The armor panels retracted, and the humans returned to their normal appearance. The room remained silent for a moment. Delegates were still absorbing what they had just witnessed. Some whispered quietly, realizing that humans had kept the galaxy in the dark about their true capabilities. K'Varn's voice broke the silence. You have hidden your power for many cycles. That shows not only skill but caution. Perhaps we misjudged you. His words were grudging but respectful. Even the most skeptical delegates nodded, acknowledging the display of human ingenuity. Nira stepped forward one last time. We hope this demonstration shows that humans are ready to contribute to galactic security. Our armor is not meant to threaten. It is meant to protect. We seek cooperation, not conflict. The council continued their deliberations, but the mood had shifted. Humans were no longer underestimated. They had proven their secret strength and had gained a level of respect that no one had expected. The galaxy would need to adjust its view of Earth, and soon, humans would show that their courage and technology were more than enough to stand among the stars. The council chamber was unusually quiet that morning. Delegates sat in anticipation, their eyes fixed on the humans standing in the center. The Mark III battle armor had already stunned the council in the initial demonstration. Now, the humans were prepared to show its full capabilities in a controlled test. Commander Ryan raised his hand. Today, we will show how humans can defend and adapt to real threats. We will simulate attacks and demonstrate coordination, precision, and protection. His voice was calm and confident. The council watched closely, some leaning forward in curiosity, others with caution and skepticism. Ryan and his team activated the armor. Metal plating extended over their bodies, glowing softly with energy. Small drones hovered around them, projecting holographic enemies and obstacles throughout the chamber. The simulation included energy blasts, moving targets, and physical obstacles. It was designed to test both the armor and the human's skill in coordination. The humans moved as one. Every step, every gesture was precise. Energy shields absorbed incoming attacks while the armor's adaptive systems adjusted instantly to new threats. One by one, the drones simulated attacks, and the humans neutralized them efficiently. They dodged, blocked, and countered with speed and intelligence that left the council amazed. The Firian delegates, a small bird-like species, watched with wide eyes. "They are faster than any of our soldiers," one whispered to a companion. The younger species around the chamber nodded in agreement, clearly impressed. Kavarn's mandibles clicked sharply. "They are strong and clever. Their armor adapts. This is more advanced than most fleets in the galaxy," he admitted, though his pride made the words hard to speak. Other delegates murmured, realizing that the humans had hidden years of innovation and preparation. Ryan directed a coordinated move. One human used a grappling system to lift and reposition a heavy holographic obstacle while another created a protective energy barrier to shield the team. The armor allowed them to work together seamlessly. The demonstration was not just about strength, it was about teamwork, strategy, and adaptability. Ambassador Nira addressed the council. "The Mark III battle armor is designed for defense and rapid response. It allows humans to protect themselves, allies, and civilians with minimal risk. Our goal is not domination, but protection and cooperation." Delegates began to see a pattern. Humans were not reckless warriors. They were careful, intelligent, and precise. Every move was measured. Every action had a purpose. The council realized that humans had a rare combination of courage, intelligence, and advanced technology. A simulation included sudden changes in threat direction, energy surges, and unexpected obstacles. Humans adapted immediately. They reorganized their positions, redirected energy shields, and countered attacks with skill. Even the most skeptical delegates could not deny their effectiveness. The demonstration ended with humans neutralizing all threats in perfect coordination. They deactivated the armor and returned to normal appearance. Silence filled the chamber. Delegates processed what they had just seen. Humans had not only shown strength but also intelligence, strategy, and restraint. Kavarn finally spoke, his voice filled with reluctant respect. "You have proven your point. Humans are clever, skilled, and prepared. We underestimated your kind." Some of the older delegates nodded. The younger species looked inspired. Even those who had doubted humans could no longer ignore their capabilities. Varnoke, the council leader, raised his voice. "The demonstration has shown us that humanity has both the technology and the judgment to stand among the galaxy's defenders. Their armor is remarkable, but what is more impressive is their careful use of it. They act with wisdom, not recklessness." The mood of the chamber had shifted completely. Delegates who had doubted humans were now open to discussion and collaboration. The display of skill and precision had earned respect, and a new level of trust was forming. Ryan and Nira stepped forward. "We are ready to cooperate with all willing allies," Nira said. "Our technology and strategy are meant to support peace and stability. We hope this demonstration shows that humans can be trusted to protect the galaxy without seeking unnecessary conflict." The Firian approached after the demonstration. "Your people are extraordinary," one of them said. "We would be honored to learn from you and work together." Several other younger delegates nodded, showing interest in collaboration. As the council adjourned, whispers of admiration and curiosity spread. The humans had changed the perception of their species in a single day. They had proven that their secret armor was more than just metal and energy. It represented preparation, intelligence, courage, and restraint. Outside the chamber, the stars shone brightly. Humanity had arrived not as a weak observer but as a capable and reliable ally. The Mark III battle armor was a symbol, not of domination, but of readiness, protection, and hope. The galaxy had begun to notice that humans were a force to be reckoned with, and the Council would never look at Earth the same way again. After the demonstration of the Mark III battle armor, the mood of the Galactic Council had shifted dramatically. Delegates whispered to each other, some with admiration, others with cautious curiosity. Humans had proven they were not weak or unprepared. Their technology and skill had surprised everyone. Commander Ryan and Ambassador Nira returned to their seats quietly. They listened as delegates discussed the implications of the demonstration. Some species were openly impressed, while others were wary. It was clear that humans had changed the Council's perception, but not everyone was ready to accept them as equals. Kavarn, the insectoid delegate, clicked his mandibles in thought. "They are strong, clever, and disciplined," he said to a nearby colleague. "But they are still young as a galactic species. Will they use this strength wisely?" Nira smiled calmly. She had anticipated this concern. Humans had never sought power for its own sake. Their philosophy had always been to protect and to survive, to help allies when needed, and to avoid unnecessary conflict. She knew it would take time for other species to understand this. Some younger delegates, however, were already convinced. The Firian, a small bird-like species, approached Nira after the session. "Your people are remarkable," one of them said. "We wish to learn from you. Perhaps we can work together in defense and training." Ryan nodded. "We welcome cooperation. Humanity believes in teamwork and mutual support. We are ready to share strategies and knowledge with willing allies." Other species were less trusting. A large aquatic species, the Morvini, voiced concern. "If humans can develop such technology in secret, what else are they hiding? We cannot fully trust them." Their leader looked at Kavarn for support. Kavarn hesitated. "They have shown restraint. They did not use their armor to threaten or attack. That is proof of control." Despite his usual skepticism, he could not deny the humans' discipline. As the Council continued its discussions, humans offered suggestions for shared defense protocols. They proposed joint exercises to protect trade routes and neutral worlds. Delegates were surprised by the clarity and practicality of these proposals. Humans were not trying to dominate the conversation. They were listening, analyzing, and offering solutions that could benefit everyone. Slowly, some council members began to approach the humans with questions. "How does your armor respond to energy surges?" one asked. Another asked about coordination in large-scale fleet operations. Humans answered each question calmly, with detailed explanations and examples. They spoke not to boast but to educate. By the end of the day, a small but meaningful group of delegates had begun forming informal alliances with the humans. They saw potential in learning from Earth's ingenuity and discipline. These new connections included younger species and even some cautious older ones who respected the humans' honesty and skill. Meanwhile, whispers of concern spread among other species. Some feared that humans might grow too powerful or that the Mark III battle armor could give Earth an advantage in council decisions. Political debates began quietly, but humans paid little attention. They had expected both admiration and doubt. Their focus remained on cooperation and defense, not politics or dominance. Ryan and Nira returned to their ship that evening. The stars glimmered outside the observation windows. Ryan sighed. "Some species will always doubt us," he said. "But others are ready to work with us. That is progress." Nira nodded. "We have shown them who we are. Trust will grow with time and action." Our demonstration was only the beginning. As they prepared for the next day, the council hall remained busy with discussions. Humans had sparked both hope and concern. The demonstration of the Mark III armor had created a new reality. Earth was no longer underestimated. Some species were inspired to cooperate, while others plotted how to respond to this unexpected power. Ryan walked through the corridors with Nira. "We need to continue showing our values, not just our strength," he said. "The galaxy will judge us by our actions, not just by our armor." Nira agreed. "We protect and assist. That is our mission. Strength alone does not earn respect. Wisdom and restraint do." Outside, the stars of distant systems shone brightly. Humanity had arrived at the Council not through war or threats, but through courage, intelligence, and advanced technology used wisely. The alliances forming quietly today could grow into strong partnerships tomorrow. The Mark III battle armor was no longer just a secret weapon. It had become a symbol of human ingenuity, courage, and the promise of protection. The galaxy had begun to take notice. Some species were inspired, some cautious, but all had to reconsider the humans' place among the stars. The Council would never be the same. Earth had entered the galactic stage, not as a minor observer, but as a capable and reliable ally, ready to defend and cooperate. Several cycles after the human demonstration, a crisis shook the galaxy. A hostile fleet from the Dravun system appeared near a neutral planet, threatening its population. Alarms sounded throughout the Galactic Council chambers as delegates debated how to respond. Many species hesitated, unwilling to commit their fleets quickly. Fear and indecision spread. Commander Ryan and Ambassador Nero were already prepared. Humans had studied potential threats and coordinated strategies. Ryan turned to Nero. "This is the moment we have trained for. We cannot wait. We must act to protect the planet." Nero nodded. "We will not act recklessly. Our goal is to defend, not to provoke. We will show the Council that humans can respond effectively." The Council agreed, though some delegates were cautious. Human ships, small in number but highly advanced, moved first. Equipped with the Mark III battle armor, human strike teams deployed on the planet's surface and aboard defensive vessels. Their mission was to protect civilians and neutralize threats quickly and efficiently. The Dravun fleet opened fire, but humans were ready. Energy shields absorbed attacks, while adaptive systems analyzed the enemy's weapons. Ryan and his team moved with precision, coordinating defenses across multiple locations. Every attack was countered, every strategy anticipated. The Mark III armor allowed humans to act swiftly, protect themselves, and assist allies. Other species watched in amazement. Even skeptical delegates like Kavarn could not deny the humans' skill. Their coordination and quick thinking prevented damage to the planet's cities. Civilians were evacuated safely while human teams engaged hostile forces with precision. A sudden breach in the planet's defenses tested the humans further. One of the enemy ships broke through and targeted a civilian area. Ryan activated his armor's propulsion system and moved instantly, deflecting the attack and creating a shield to protect the population. Other human teams followed, neutralizing the threat with minimal risk. Ambassador Nero monitored the operation from a command vessel. "They are fast, efficient, and careful," she said. "The Council should see that humans act with intelligence, not recklessness." The Dravun fleet, seeing humans countering every move, grew frustrated. Their attacks became disorganized. Human teams adapted quickly, using strategies that combine technology, intelligence, and courage. By the end of the first cycle, the enemy fleet had suffered significant losses and was forced to retreat. Delegates of the Council watched in stunned silence. Humans had turned the tide of battle not through sheer numbers, but through precision, coordination, and clever use of technology. Their Mark III battle armor had allowed them to act decisively while minimizing damage to the planet and its population. Kavarn approached Ryan after the crisis. "Your species is impressive," he said, his mandibles clicking in respect. "You have proven skill, courage, and wisdom. We misjudged you." Ryan nodded. "Humans fight to protect, not to dominate. We value life and cooperation. Our goal is to defend the galaxy, not to conquer it. Other delegates approached as well, expressing admiration and interest in collaboration. The Firian and several younger species formally requested joint exercises with humans, eager to learn from their strategies and technology. Varnoke, the council leader, addressed the chamber. Humanity has shown us what courage, skill, and intelligence can achieve. Despite being a new species in the galactic stage, they have acted decisively and responsibly. Their actions today have saved lives and strengthened the council's position. The mood in the chamber shifted completely. Species that had been wary now looked at humans with respect and curiosity. Some older delegates who had doubted humanity began to consider formal alliances. The humans' actions had done what words and demonstrations alone could not achieve. They had earned trust through courage and competence. As the council adjourned, Ryan and Nira returned to their ship. The stars outside glimmered with distant systems now safer thanks to human intervention. "This is only the beginning," Ryan said quietly. "We have shown the galaxy what humans can do, but we must continue to act wisely." Nira nodded. "Our strength is in protection and cooperation. If we continue this way, humans will be known as allies who are both capable and trustworthy." The crisis had tested humanity not only in strength and technology, but in wisdom and courage. The Mark III battle armor had been a tool, but the humans' intelligence, strategy, and careful action had been the true force that made victory possible. The galaxy now recognized that humans were not just observers. They were a force capable of defending, protecting, and cooperating with others. The perception of Earth had changed forever. From underestimated newcomers, humans had become a symbol of courage, intelligence, and hope across the stars. The Galactic Council chamber was alive with discussion, but the tone had changed. Humans were no longer mere observers. After the demonstration of the Mark III battle armor and their decisive action in the recent crisis, delegates regarded them with respect and curiosity. The galaxy had begun to see humans as more than clever survivors. They were becoming trusted allies. Commander Ryan and Ambassador Nira entered the chamber calmly. Delegates whispered and glanced toward the humans. Even Kavarn's usual skepticism was softened by admiration. Many species had witnessed the courage, intelligence, and restraint humans had shown. Humanity had proven that strength, combined with wisdom, could earn trust and respect. Varnoke, the council leader, spoke first. "Humanity has demonstrated remarkable skill, strategy, and judgment. Your people have shown us that power must be balanced with wisdom and care. Today, the Council recognizes humans as capable and reliable partners." Ryan stepped forward. "We are honored, Council Leader Varnoke. Humanity's goal is to protect, to assist, and to cooperate. We will continue to act with caution, intelligence, and fairness. The Mark III battle armor is a symbol not of aggression, but of readiness and responsibility." Delegates nodded. Younger species, like the Firian, smiled with relief and excitement. They had formed alliances with humans, eager to learn, train, and work together. Even older, cautious species began to see that humans could be counted on when decisions mattered most. Kavarn approached Ryan personally. "Your actions have changed our view of your species. We underestimated you, and we were wrong. Humans are clever, disciplined, and brave. Your place in the council is well earned." Ryan bowed slightly in acknowledgement. "Thank you. Humans act not for glory, but for protection and cooperation. That will always guide our decisions." The council then moved to discuss formal agreements. Humans offered strategies to strengthen defenses across multiple systems. They shared knowledge of fleet coordination, energy shields, and evacuation protocols. Delegates listened closely, impressed by both the practicality and intelligence of the proposals. Some delegates had lingering doubts, particularly those from species that feared human technology might give Earth too much influence. Nira addressed this concern openly. Our purpose is not to dominate. Our strength is meant to protect all species. Cooperation and mutual trust will guide our actions. Humans believe that defense and fairness are stronger than conquest. The council members reflected on the recent crisis. Humans had acted decisively, saving civilians and neutral planets from the Draven threat. Their actions were precise, responsible, and careful. Delegates realized that humans had proven themselves not only through technology but through courage and judgment. Varnok concluded the session. Humans have shown us that even a young species can contribute greatly to the safety and stability of the galaxy. From now on, Earth and its people will have a permanent voice in council decisions. Their strength, wisdom, and courage make them valuable allies. Whispers of approval spread across the chamber. Some delegates who had once doubted humanity approached Ryan and Nira to express interest in cooperation. Agreements began forming quietly, new alliances that promised stronger protection and collaboration for all members of the council. Ryan looked at Nira as they left the chamber. This is the moment we have worked toward. Humanity is no longer underestimated. We have earned trust, respect, and a voice in the galaxy. Nira smiled. The Mark III battle armor was only a tool. What truly earned our place was our courage, intelligence, and careful action. The galaxy now knows what humans can contribute. Outside the chamber, stars sparkled across distant systems. Humanity's reputation had shifted dramatically. No longer seen as small or weak, humans were recognized as capable, reliable, and courageous. Their careful use of power, combined with intelligence and cooperation, had changed how the galaxy perceived them. Young species looked at humans with admiration, hoping to learn from their example. Older species adjusted their strategies, acknowledging the value of human contribution. Even former skeptics like Kavarn began to advocate for stronger collaboration with Earth. The Council had witnessed something remarkable. Humans had arrived quietly, underestimated by many, but they had proven that strength paired with wisdom could earn trust and respect. Their armor had been impressive, but their actions, courage, and intelligence had truly secured their place. As Ryan and Nira returned to their ship, they looked out at the stars. "We have shown the galaxy what humans can do," Ryan said. "Our responsibility is clear. We will continue to protect, assist, and cooperate." Nira nodded. Humanity's journey among the stars has only just begun. But now, we are no longer strangers. We are allies, defenders, and a symbol of hope. The Mark III battle armor remained in the hangar, ready for the challenges ahead. But it was no longer just a weapon. It was a symbol of human ingenuity, courage, and careful judgment. The galaxy had learned to respect humanity, and humans had earned a place among the stars through intelligence, courage, and cooperation. Humanity had arrived. The Council had seen their strength. The galaxy had seen their wisdom. And Earth would never again be underestimated.